Welcome in to another Sunday Madness here as we have a three-star sport athlete here with Kierstin Vargas. How you doing and how's it going?
I'm doing great. Um, it's a good start of a season.
Absolutely. So, you guys coming into this year for basketball, we're kind of in that third spot, that second spot. So, and you guys got some key games coming up for the PCC. So,
Mm,
who do you got marked on that calendar?
definitely Morgan for sure.
Absolutely. So that orange and black would look good on that cup.
Yeah, one.
Okay. So how did you get started in the game of basketball?
Well, I did start in elementary, like kind of getting into it, but I just like went on with the years. But I've enjoyed playing this sport a lot.
Absolutely. So we talked a little bit off camera that your favorite sport is softball.
Mm.
So what are some things that the people who don't know you on here on Regan's Corner and viewers and this and that, you're one of the best pitchers here in the region. So what are some things that you take from the softball field to here in the courts?
I just take like it in like what we do on the field and stuff, and just like have fun on the board, like cheer and stuff. It's fun.
Absolutely. So, being a three sport athlete like you are and starting in every single sport, is that kind of like a self care thing where you don't have to play all the sports throughout the year? Because a lot of your generation's playing one sport and focusing on that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely focus a lot on softball, but like I like to play other sports, like stay in the group during and like keep myself busy all the time.
Absolutely. So, coming off of volleyball season, so what are some things that you kind of do for self care since you go right into basketball?
I definitely like take a little bit, like sometimes a week to like regroup and like I'll practice a little outside before the season starts too. But I like to regroup, make sure I'm eating well and I get rest.
Absolutely. So let's go back to your freshman year. So what was it like going into your first volleyball game?
For freshman year,
Yep,
it was definitely scary. Like I was nervous playing.
absolutely. So what was that kind of transition like last year? With in which sport was it easier with the club scene to high school ball?
What sport was it?
Yep. So what sport was the easiest to transition from eighth grader to freshman?
Softball for sure. Because I'm already used to it and stuff.
Absolutely. So, going into your softball season, who do you guys got marked on that end? Even though there's a lot of basketball to be played coming up, but who do you got marked in your softball year?
I don't know because it's like hard because Hebron, South Central, and like Boone are really good, and it's like they're definitely the hardest teams we play.
Yeah, I mean, your guys' softball is stacked in the Porter County. But since you guys won a sectional, you guys are the up and comers. What are some
Yeah.
things to dethrone those big three there?
Um, it's just like to like like just yeah.
Absolutely. So coming back into basketball here, so you got Morgan, you got Tri Township, you got Washington Township, and you still got South Central. So again, what are some things for you guys to dethrone and kind of work on before you get to that Porter County Conference tournament?
I really think we need to work on like just getting together as a team and like coming together and make sure we communicate more. But we're good at communicating, so it's just we gotta get together and stuff.
Absolutely. So this week is a couple good tests here as Trinity tomorrow and then Washington Township on Thursday.
Mhm.
So uh, which game are you kind of more kind of like focused on and kind of on that?
Definitely watch to just make sure we beat them and stuff.
Absolutely. So let's see here. Trying to think. What's a good luck charm for you, either on the softball field or the volleyball court or even the basketball floor?
Just to mentally prepare myself to going into like getting all the information about the team and stuff. I like to just think about it a lot.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what are some of your favorite aspects of playing in the post?
I like to rebound a lot, like get it done and then do some post moves.
Absolutely. So, do you have any like special celebration after a big time block?
No, I
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, let's see here. Okay, so playing on volleyball teams and all that. So, what is your guys' special like go to like kills or kind of aces celebration?
we do like small ones, like doing stuff. Like it's simple.
Nice, nice. So, what are some things that in your freshman year you learned from the upperclassmen and this year as well that you can take next year when you're that upperclassman?
Um, they always help me like for like volleyball, softball, basketball, like to calm me down all the time and make sure I'm like on it and not to get in my head. So I just want to take that up and help the younger classes make sure they don't ever get in their head.
Absolutely. So, uh, okay. What's your favorite spot on the floor for a jump shot?
Definitely like the 3 point range.
Nice, nice. So, what's your favorite court to play on?
I that one's a hard one. I like to play in the Morgan a little.
Okay, that's a solid court. Solid. And you guys get to do it on the 23rd of January.
Hmm.
So let's see here. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay. What are some goals that you guys have throughout the year coming into this year?
Um, I'd say like to stay positive and like going with a good mindset for a game with each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, what's your favorite TikTok dance?
I don't have a favorite. I just do all of them.
Okay. Solid, solid. Okay. So, what's the go-to Gatorade?
I like the fruit punch.
Absolutely. Okay. So it's very early since you're a sophomore, but what colleges are you currently looking at, especially in that softball end or
Hmm.
basketball or even volleyball?
Well, my favorite two are definitely Louisville, Kentucky, and I like Western Michigan a lot. I was just at a camp like last weekend. It was nice.
Absolutely. So what are some things when you go to these camps that you can learn and kind of even develop through and right in front of Division One scouts or Division Two or NIA or Division Three scouts as well?
I just like make sure I go out best and like I ask them questions since I'm young at a camp. They can't talk to me outside, but I like to ask them questions about what I need to work on myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what's your favorite camp throughout the years to go to?
I haven't been to a lot, but I really like the Western Michigan camp.
Nice, nice. Okay, so let's say in 2 years, okay, we're at your signing day. What three hats, dream schools wise, that you have down for softball?
For sure, Western Michigan, Louisville, Kentucky. I'd probably say the University of Kentucky too. That's really nice.
Absolutely. So, what are some pitches that you're working on currently for the softball season?
I just worked on all of them. I'm doing like fastball, changeup, screw, rise, drop.
Absolutely. So, what post moves are you working on when you're at practice and kind of developing that side of your game as well?
I kind of just like do whatever like comes to my mind first thing, and it's just natural as I do it. But it's just a jump shot usually.
Okay, okay. I've seen you work, kind of working on the few games that we've done so far here this year. I've seen you work on a kind of in and out move last couple games.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, okay. So what's that feeling getting an and one, a tough kind of going through somebody and finishing kind of situation?
I feel that definitely feels good whenever you get and you're at the line to like make the shot and stuff. So it feels good.
Okay. So let's see here. With the holidays coming up and that Porter County Conference tournament just coming in quickly, South Central's game is coming quickly. So there's a lot of games coming up that you're marking down because that huge rivalry with South Central, Morgan having the cup. If you guys don't, or when you guys beat them in the Porter County, so when do you want that cup first? When you play Morgan at Morgan, or when you're in the championship in the PCC?
That one's a hard one. I feel like definitely like getting the cup on that would be probably first.
Okay, okay, okay. Solid, solid. Let's see here. Okay, so what hitters are you most excited to face in the softball season?
I know Emily Veshek from Grove. She's a really good hitter. That one I'm nervous about, but she's good.
Absolutely. So, what are some of the scouting things that you guys do, especially with all these videos being on Game Changer, being on Regan's Corner? So, what are some things that you guys kind of do and set as a pitcher to see how that batters are going to face pitchers kind of like you are?
I like to sit down and watch how what they do and like what they don't do, so then I know what pitches to throw at them, and it makes my game easier to see.
Ab- Absolutely. So, what's your feelings about us jumping the rivalry here after we found out that Hebron wasn't going to have a girls' basketball season?
Oh, I was not excited because last year they had it, and I was kind of sad, but I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. But there lost your gain at the moment here, where we're doing 9 to 10 games for you guys at Westville.
Yeah.
So, uh, again, when you heard that, when Regan's Corner's like, yeah, we're going to gander to Westville and we're going to do some basketball with them too. What was your initial thoughts with other sports and all that?
I was definitely excited because I wanted to watch all. I thought it was cool that you were gonna be filming the game. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. So, going through your shots and everything like that, how much of a jump have you seen from your freshman year to now in middle part or going to be minimal part after this week in your sophomore year?
Um, so like for basketball,
Yep, for basketball.
it's a kind of big jump because last year I was always nervous. This year I feel more confident.
Absolutely, and it's showing that you're more confident out there. Um, so, what are some things that you guys can kind of improve on in that press breaker? Because I've noticed a couple of times this year that you guys, uh, when somebody hits the press, it's kind of lackadaisical passes here, there. So, what are some things you can improve on that press breaker in practice?
I feel like we just rushed it a lot, so we never like get it done. But I think we need to like make sure we get it in right. Look for that other person to get it down.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, uh, when you're in the post, who's one of the matchups that you are kind of looking forward to in the post here in basketball?
Like other teams.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh, I'm not sure. There's, I don't know who's always in the other teams.
Okay. 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 I can see one right now with Sadie Marks. Okay. That would be a good matchup that we're going to be calling when you guys play against South Central at home. Uh, she's having a better season than what we predicted over here. But yeah, I think that would be a very good matchup between you and
Mhm.
Sadie in that low post.
Yeah.
But what's kind of your favorite part of your volleyball game and all that?
I definitely love just like going up and hitting the ball because I just love hitting the ball like the perfect set and then you just have to know it's gonna be a perfect hit. It was good.
Absolutely. So we're going to go to our last segment, the hot corner, no puns intended, where we ask questions like, "What's your favorite Gatorade?" Like we've already asked, but we're
Okay.
going to ask, "What is your favorite sports movie of all time?"
Um, I probably say the Sandlot because it's based off softball or like if I just like watch it, you know.
Okay, solid, solid. Okay, so out of your three dream schools for softball, which one would you pick at this moment?
Probably Louisville, Kentucky. I love that school because I got to visit them one time.
Okay, solid, solid. The Cardinals. So let's see here. Um, what do you think your basketball record is going to be at the end of the year?
I'm not sure. I think it's gonna be a higher number on wins.
Absolutely. So, who is the key team to watch in your guys' sectional, besides you guys?
Our sectional probably Marquette,
Okay,
I would say.
okay, solid. So, let's see here. Okay, so going into the softball season and all the jazz, what are some of your expectations going into that season?
Well, I'm definitely excited to go into this year because I know there's gonna be a lot of people coming out this year to play, but I think that counts for sure someone we're gonna want to beat because we lost. I feel like we can beat them this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, uh, some of your games, uh, you guys, we watched you with South Central, um, and then we watched with Hebron. You could see the big time uh, and development that you guys had throughout the year, and you are saying a lot of people coming back. So, what are some things key wise to improve from last year to this year in softball?
Last year to this year, I would say our hitting a little bit. Like we could work on that, but I think we're gonna be good this year because like I think we're gonna have a solid defense, and we did lose a couple years, but there's more people that want to play this year. So I think working as a team for sure is gonna.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's always a pleasure. Um, and hey, if you want to be a guest picker or anything along those lines, just see me, DM me. I don't
Okay,
care. It's you're always welcome on this network.
thank you.
Um, and have a good day and stay froggy, my friends, and go
Thank
Blackhawks.
you.